Welcome back, everybody, to episode number 3 of the Setup Project. This is a show where I check out setups submitted by you guys and use that as inspiration to recommend and feature cool and unique products. If you want to see your setup featured on the show, all you got to do is email a picture of it to mstechsetupproject@gmail.com. The initial inspiration for this video came from a setup submitted by Joshua. First of all, before I say anything, that custom built mechanical keyboard is absolutely dope. Good job on that. But then I saw the monitor stand there and the fan under it, and that got me thinking about all the different functions that people have for monitor stands. And then the next setup I looked at was one from Nicholas and his brother. They live in the same room and they both have pretty dope battle stations in that room. But again, what caught my eye were the monitor stands. They both, in each one of their setups, has a monitor stand and an Xbox perfectly put underneath it. Looks like it fits absolutely perfectly, and then have the monitor above that, and I'm assuming that's the Xbox monitor. And I thought that was also a really interesting way to use the monitor stand. So I did some research online. I was browsing Amazon and I found 2 different monitor stands that accomplish different things, where they're both monitor stands, but they have slightly different functions. So without any further ado, let's check them out. So the first one I want to look at is this one. This is the F2I's monitor riser desktop stand, whatever you want to call it. Comes in at $19. Yep, $19 shipped. And this one is very similar to the ones that we saw in the setups that were submitted. It's like a black monitor riser with horizontal legs on either side, and judging by the box, I'm guessing some assembly is definitely going to be required. I hope that there's no screws or anything, but it sounds like there's screws or something. Alright, so let's take it out. It's actually pretty nicely packaged. Let's open it up. Now, I hate this type of styrofoam because it tends to get everywhere and it sounds horrible, so I'm gonna rip the plastic open, try to get out the parts that I'm interested in quickly, and then be able to put that back in. So that's a stand, that's a stand. This is the top surface. So all in all, setup took, what, like 3 minutes there? Granted, I do have a powered screwdriver, which is the greatest purchase I've ever made in my life. Thank you, Target. And now we should have a nice functioning monitor stand. Now, there's one thing I do wish. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but it's not perfectly flush. There's a teeny bit of an overhang on the top. But as in the setups, I brought my Xbox over here just to show it going perfectly under, like so. This is the Vivo monitor riser and laptop riser, so it's a dual functionality there, and that's kind of where the big difference comes in. This one is $28 as opposed to $19, so a bit more expensive, but it's also height adjustable. It's made of metal, which really does feel good. It's got some nice lubricated sliding action right there. That sounds wrong. There are screws. Maybe there is some screwing involved. Wow, lubricated sliding action, and there is screwing involved. That sounds great. This is the 3M pad that goes on top. Another base plate of some sort. I'm gonna try to do this all by the picture because I don't like to read instructions, but we'll see how that works out for me. Masterfully done. So that's what it looks like, all built and everything. It's height adjustable, so I can bring it down or bring it up. It's not super height adjustable. And to show it working, I'm gonna go ahead and take my laptop and put it on. And boom, that is a laptop riser, also a monitor riser. If you want kind of whatever riser, it just rises something with a rectangular platform, and that works out pretty well. All right, so conclusion time. I think this was a great episode. The monitor stands are very multifunctional devices. There's a lot of different types available, and with that, you can do a lot of custom things. And these are 2 options that accomplish different things, somewhat similar of a price point. This one's definitely more expensive, but it is made of metal, and you do get the height adjustability, which is pretty nice to be able to have. However, this one, something like an Xbox, fits so perfectly under it, it looks like it was meant to be there, and I think that's a really attractive feature because it just looks like it was kind of all into one and meant to be placed together. I'm a big fan of both of them. Personally, if I was buying one, I'd probably get this one just because it looks really cool. However, I've used some of these in the past and they also work very well. I just kind of like the metal finish above the wood finish. It'd be interesting to see something like this be in metal. I don't know if that's a thing, but that'd be interesting to see. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe to see more content, and as always, stay classy.
There's no coffee here in Nilbog. It's the devil's drink.